Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another PNP podcast, Paul and Palz. I'm exhausted, also known as Paul. That's Len.
GG.
That's Will.
Yo,
What's going on, guys?
Chilling, brother. How are you?
good, good.
Exhausted, like I said, but other than that, living, breathing, can't complain.
Honestly, the best thing possible, yo.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm chilling. I'm hanging in there. William, you good?
I'm here. I'm doing good. Doing all right.
Nice.
So I see you got the Braves hat. I'm going to be completely honest, and I don't want to stay anywhere on sports. I'm just going to say this and keep it moving.
Wow, somebody has a blue effect? Holy shit. Wow. Out of all the weeks, when my team was doing good, oh yeah, let's get the boo fucking sound effect going.
I am going to say I just found out like 2 days ago the NBA were in the finals.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
Oh, wow.
I have no idea what week the NFL is in, and I think baseball's in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's my sports. That's my update. That's all I got.
Okay.
So now, but staying in that same vein, though, we were talking last week about TV shows and movies and fond memories it gave us and what we consider the best ones. We were going to talk about, piggybacking on that and talking about best sports movies we know, top 5 each. Is that why you wore the hat? I got the apparel on in
Honestly,
honor
it's a
of
good luck charm. Every day since the playoffs started, I've been trying to wear the hat just to kind of keep the streak going, and it's been working. So I'm going to keep it going.
Supers. God bless you. Like I'm
Seriously.
I'm so happy
Hard,
I'm not like a fan anymore.
man.
It may all
Yeah.
come back, but I
It's
don't
all good.
want that anxiety that comes with being a super fan.
It's a legit thing. It's a legit thing.
Will's
But yeah,
just
other than that, just for the streak to keep the streak going, that's about it. We're doing well, so just trying to keep the vibe going.
Will went to his bag of who's hot right now, and he's a KC fan. Just everything KC.
This week.
This week. If he has a bad quarter, then that's it.
That's done.
So we were talking about the shows. We have a top 5. Man, I had to do a little digging. I had to remember movies that I watched, sports movies as a kid. Again, everybody has any honorable mentions because it's a big list, I guess. I found some that I wanted to put on the list, but I couldn't just because, it's only 5, whatever. So, like last week, I guess, Mr. William set it off.
All right. I got my list. Actually, I had about somewhere near 10, but I brought it down to 5.
8 of them are probably from Australian football or something like that.
Yeah, I decided not to do that this time. I actually thought of something, but I said
No, listen, I actually appreciate you're the culture part of the show. You're the
diversity, yeah, word up. It means something.
So let me have it, man. Bring up the,
Well, I know this one's going to be on everyone's list. Any given Sunday, of course.
Actually, it didn't make mine. It did not make mine.
I'm shocked.
It's on my honorable mentions.
It's a good movie, though.
I enjoy Any Given Sunday.
Great.
I like Any Given Sunday. I'm not even going to lie.
It showed a lot of realism. Other football movies, you don't get that, like that in that locker room kind of vibe feel. Like they never show that shit. So to see all that, I was like, damn.
I want to say that's the first football movie that it showed, all right, this is behind in the locker room shit that goes on. Like it was definitely like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say now, we'll throw it off my honorable mentions. It was going to be on my list strictly for the Pacino speech.
Yep, I knew it.
At the end of, near the end. That speech is just, whoever hasn't seen it, go see it. Jesus, is a great speech. I'm ready to punch somebody in the face and run through a wall after listening to that. I ain't mad at you, Will. I'm not mad at you with that one.
Good pick.
Thanks. Second one for me is Blue Chips.
Nice.
I remember watching it back in the day. I must have watched it like over 20, 25 times when it came out. I just kept watching it for some reason.
Again, another like
That
behind
was
the
one of my favorite movies.
scenes, like behind the scenes.
Of college life.
When you're a kid, you don't know. They're just playing on the court or the football field. And then you see this, you're just like, that really happens? Like, wow.
I know, right?
And then you start to like, then that's life. It's like finding out Santa Claus isn't real.
It's a rude awakening.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, this is really, it's not all high fives and everybody's in like, some real life shit behind it.
Kind of like in Training Day. When Hoyt was like, yo, it can't be like this. And Washington was like, yo, I hate to break it to you, man. This is how it goes sometimes.
Great movie.
Yeah.
We have to find a way to find.
We gotta find a way
to put Training in there.
Find the list or find a topic where that movie has to go in there, so we can just go crazy on it.
Yeah. Denzel, man, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Well, you're on fire right now. He's heating up. What's number 3? What do you got?
All right, number 3 is another old football movie. I mean, again, I just ended up watching it a lot of times. The Program, when it came out.
You stole a second one. That's good, great shit. And I was gonna say, like, so The Program, you mentioned Any Given Sunday. It was like the NFL version of behind the scenes. The Program was kind of like the college football version of kind of like behind the scenes, not as explicit as Any Given Sunday, but on the same level, right?
Right. Exactly.
I know it's on my list, so I'm gonna piggyback off of that. It's on your list, so I guess you're gonna piggyback off of that. We're gonna be talking about The Program for a little bit. It's a great movie.
Z-Fly Motion. Let's send the women and children to bed.
Oh, dude.
That's a great. Anytime I was playing Madden or any football game, I needed like a winning score. As I'm playing, I'm like, all right, man, Z3 motion. Let's get this touchdown. Trying to hype myself up for the win.
Was a dude, the dude Mac that would just talk a pile of shit on the defensive line.
That was some serious trash talking.
I know you.
Yeah.
You shot my mother.
Like, man,
I'm trying to get some groceries in. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Hike. Bang. I'm gonna try it like that.
That was hard.
And again, like Len, you were saying, like a behind the scenes type movie. So damn, well, I will go into mine, keep going into yours, but a lot of my movies are kind of good sports movies, but something other than that, like what you're picking out, man. So I'm with it, man. Go ahead.
Thanks. Well, this one is like a classic. Everyone knows this one. Again, you could watch it. Well, watch all of them.
Already know
the Rocky movies.
Just anyone.
Yeah. My favorite was number 4. But yeah, you can watch anyone.
Which one was 4?
Clubber Lang all day, man. Let me get Clubber Lang all day.
With the Russian.
4 was the Russian.
London. Yeah.
With Drago.
If he dies, he dies.
That was my favorite one.
One of you. We were talking about movies a while ago, or just movie. We talked about something about movies, and Len was talking about the Russian translator part.
The Russian.
Oh yeah.
So like Rocky goes into a 5-minute. If I love you and you love me, we can love each other, and it ain't gonna be country. And he goes on this
20-minute speech,
and then like Len points out, the Russian guy's just like, "That's ever done yet?" And then that's it. And everybody just starts applauding. Like all that shit was like half a word.
You missed like 50 words, buddy. You missed like 50 words at least. There's no way that translates that quickly.
I always get a kick, and that's a sports movie. Like that is definitely a sports movie. That shit ain't got nothing to do with behind the scenes, nothing. That's just a solid classic sports movie. I always get, and they're Clubber Lang, the Russian, even Tom, I ain't no bell. Like even that one, I always get a kick out. I just don't, because it's such an inspirational movie. Like they put a statue of a fictional character on the steps in Philly.
And they're still there.
No, they moved it.
Oh, they did?
They took it off the stairs. I went to visit my friend Liani a while ago, and we drove by it, and I was like, yo, where the fuck is the statue? And she was like, nah, they moved it. Kind of, fictional character and all. But it was never really existed.
But that's crazy.
He's there. like he's a little bit off on the curb side of the street. Like he's not up the
Well,
stairs
that's what.
anymore.
All right, so I did see that because like I went maybe like in man, how long ago are you saying that this happened? Because this may be like around like 2002 or three when I was there, and I was by the steps and I was right by it, but it was like it wasn't on the top of the staircase. It was more like on the side.
This was like a year ago.
Oh,
This
okay,
was
so
like,
it's been there
like
for
I
a while.
said,
Then.
recent,
Okay,
but it was like a year ago.
all right, so it's been down there for a while then.
Yeah, I always get a kick out of because again, iconic, inspirational. Eye of the Tiger statue had a sub 500 record. Like that always blew my mind, and I never knew that. I just knew he was like this road warrior, just traveling fighter, just taking on everybody, and I knew he was okay-ish. I thought like he had all those comebacks. You know, I figured, wow, like Rocky, the movie that he fought Tarver, it was just called Rocky, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Again, one of the most inspirational speeches ever.
Oh yeah, when he's talking to his son. When he's
Yeah,
talking
when
to
he's
his
talking
son,
to
yeah,
his son.
that's words to live by.
That's a great speech. But that's
Yeah.
the first time I realized his record. And his record was like, I think I said it before, like, if he was in Mike Tyson's Punch Out, he'd be like above the hippo
Joe.
guy. Like,
King
you
Hippo.
go ask Joe, the hippo guy. And then Rocky, like,
That is
you're
probably
not
like,
better than the German guy, you know, with the crazy mustache.
out of all the movies, that is probably like the most shocking moment when they showed his record. I was like, yo, how many fucking fights did this motherfucker have? He had a lot of fights, man.
And they main evented him.
Yeah.
Like he was the pay-per-view card.
Yo, that record made they should have did something about that record, man. They should never put that level of record.
Have him go
It was like a video game. It didn't make any sense how many times he fought.
again. If he was in a video game, he'd be the beginning phases of the game.
And you can see why he has issues declining because he's fought so much and probably got beat down so many times.
I'm trying to think of what's a decent record to give him to make it seem like okay.
All right, so he had an amateur career. You at least like 100-something fights for amateur before he got like big time, right? And then you had to think that because like remember one of the montages where before he fights Clubber Lang and he's defending the title, he has at least like 4 or 5 fights in that whole little span, right?
In the
You
red
figure that's
corner
what,
with
like 2 years.
with an amateur record of 11-89.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Damn.
I would have understood maybe if they did like his overall record as far as like professional to when he was maybe fighting Tarver, maybe 120, maybe.
Yeah, but all right, how many? All right, so what would you give him as a rec? Because I saw that, and I lost a little respect for Rocky. Like I was just like, oh,
So
you're a bum. Like, damn. What record? And you tell me how many losses. Will, are you trying to look up his record right now? Like I'm trying to figure. I'm gonna go online real quick.
I know.
I'm sure they got it.
Because I really.
I'm sure somebody broke that down and like estimated how many fights a year he must have had at his age when he retired.
57 wins, 23 losses, 1 draw.
So wait, what was the number in the movie? The movie had like didn't have like 300 wins or something like that, or like 300 losses or some kind of ridiculous hundreds amount.
No, I never saw this is what I kind of remember seeing. I don't even remember the 57 wins. I know he had 20 something losses, and it's telling me Google's telling me it's 23 losses.
Oh, okay. That's crazy.
You're a bum.
Yeah.
You're a bum.
No 23 loss fighter is main eventing anything. So, but again, that movie had one of the greatest movie quotes ever, and Rocky is a great franchise. So, Will, I'm with you.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you.
pick.
Thank you. My last one was a tough one. I guess I got a lot of honorable mentions, I guess, but I put He Got Game in the last one.
Nice.
That's one of my top 5 right there.
Is it?
Yeah.
Spike Lee joint?
Yeah.
Yep.
I liked it, not on my top 5. Great movie. Jesus Shuttlesworth. Like, that's a great movie. Like, Denzel. Like, dude, every great movie has Denzel somewhere in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nah, I have no complaints about that. I don't really have anything to add to it. Just, it was a great movie.
It was.
But you know what? Damn. Will, you're dropping some good ass movies, because again, on the only actual sports movie you have is Rocky.
Rocky. Yep.
Because He Got Game, it goes deep into the underbelly of recruiting, like Blue Chips, but more mature version of that.
Yeah.
You know, Ray Allen walked into that dorm room and had them two lovelies waiting for him.
I think is Carmen Electra one of them, or what's her name? Jenna Jameson, I think was one of them.
I don't remember.
All right, it's been a minute.
Either way, they were hot. I know that part I remember.
I agree.
So damn, Len. I mean, Will.
Yeah, good job.
Thanks.
Hit the cap. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Where's the fake clap? Let me see.
Nice. He ain't gonna boo himself, you see.
Oh yeah. Where's that boo button at now, huh?
That's why he looks for that, Mr. Lendoogz.
Yo.
There we go.
It's gonna be Air Bud. It's gonna be.
Yo, my number one movie was like The Little Giants.
Definitely not. Hell no. Emmitt
Smith was in it. Emmitt Smith was in it.
That's fine, but they took a loss. You ain't watching that shit. Listen, you are looking at Little Giants like I'm looking at Requiem for a Dream.
Why?
Oh, you never see it again. Once you saw it, it's like I'm never watching this shit again.
I think I watched it one more. Yo, so honestly, there was a funny line in that movie. So obviously, like the Rick Moranis' daughter played football, right?
The icebox.
So one of the dudes from the opposite team, called her Ice Chest. Just for that alone, I would watch that movie again. She's like, "Come on, man, what are you gonna do about it? Ice Chest." It's a 12-year-old girl with no moves. That was funny.
Before censorship got a hold of things.
That couldn't play today, but that was funny at the time, man.
Yeah.
That was funny. All right, let's get serious. All right, so you already knocked off a couple of them that I said that I had. Will, you said Blue Chips. I had The Program. He Got Game.
What about Cool Runnings?
Yo, I was actually gonna. Yo, I have pride and I have power.
The Jamaican in them going.
I have pride. I have power. Anyway, all right. So one of my movies I chose was The Fan. I don't know if you guys remember this with Robert De Niro, Wesley Snipes.
And that was a Lowski movie.
That was a dope movie.
I remember seeing bits and pieces. I don't remember ever seeing the whole thing.
That's what I hated about our era when we were growing up. Like, we had no chance to deviate. We couldn't rewind. We had to fucking wait for the next showing again for that shit. So a lot of movies, we caught it like 15, 20 minutes into the beginning. A lot of movies, I don't know how they start. I just know like 15 minutes in to the end, you know? But yeah, that was one of them for like a long time. Yeah, I kept on like missing it. I just fucking said, I'll just finally record it. And then I recorded it and then I ended up watching it. Good flick.
Fair. Yeah, it looks interesting. It's definitely different from a sports movie, but not no behind the scenes shit. It is a thriller sports movie kind of, right?
Yeah. Because like it's like De Niro is like a hardcore German fan that like does anything to make sure that the Wesley Snipes baseball character, continues to play well and like He does some crazy shit. You just gotta watch it, man. You just gotta watch it. I don't want to ruin it, but because it's a real good movie.
Yeah, I mean, you can spoil it since it's 30 years old. Like spoilers.
If you're about to go watch it right now or like soon, you know.
I just ejected it right now. I just took it out of my DVD player.
You're done? Yeah.
Nah, yeah.
So yeah, he just basically he kidnaps his kid and kills a dude on this team to make sure this guy gets his number back so he can continue playing. He just does a lot of crazy fanatic shit.
You know what I do remember? Now that I'm 10, I remember one part. And it's a part that would never exist in real life. They were playing in a torrential hurricane.
Yeah.
What?
Just to make the scene look.
Yeah.
Like, because, you know, football, you can have it gritty, muddy, rainy.
Yeah.
It's baseball. It's, you know, butterflies and nice weather and, you know, springtime shit.
Exactly.
So they had to make this part dramatic. So it was Wesley at bat, right?
Yeah.
Wesley's at bat. And it's pouring in a way that no baseball game would ever be played in it. But like I said, you need the action part of it. So there you go.
Yeah. Good flick.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't say this, Will. Or maybe Paul, you got it, but White Man Can't Jump.
Oh, that was my honorable mention.
It's not. Ooh, wow. If you wouldn't have said that, I would throw it out. Like, wow.
Wow.
I saw that in the theater.
Put that in and throw something out. That is, whoa.
Especially if you were a baller, too, because anytime you watch that, you wanted to go play basketball right after. You had to. You had to.
Great catchphrases, awesome cast. Like, wow, that's a good one.
From start to finish. Start to finish.
The bunch of hustlers, like that's another like side thing on a movie, just like the straight hustle game.
Even the scenes when they're just like watching basketball, like even when what is that? Kadeem Hardison, when they're like when he goes to ask for his money back. And he's like, I'm not giving you money, but then there's a play on the TV where they all stop and they start watching like James at the skyhook or some shit like that. Like, that's James.
Yeah, that's an awesome pick, dude.
Yeah. Another one I got is Major League 2. There's too many like funny scenes in that movie for me to not love that movie, man.
Mine's the deadest.
Hey, Black Hammer.
That is.
Yeah. And
I wanted to put that on just for that part. Like I wanted to put that on my list just for that part, but I didn't. But I'm so happy that you did. Nice. And
last one, Naked Gun. The first, like the whatever one with the baseball. Yeah,
the baseball part.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not mad at that.
It was surrounded by baseball, so it had a major theme with the movie.
That was a good one.
It was surrounded. It's just technically a sports movie.
Exactly. So
they spent the last part of that movie in a baseball field playing baseball with Frank Drebin being an umpire. It was awesome.
Reggie Jackson was in it.
I Must Kill the Queen.
Nice.
That's what's up.
And just one quick honorable mention before I pass to you, Paul, The Wrestler.
Never saw it.
Oh, I saw that one. That was
really good.
Yeah.
Never saw it. I guess no interest in it. The last wrestling movie I think I saw was either Nacho Libre or
Zeus with the No Holds Barred.
No, not No Holds Barred. It was actually earlier than that. Only person I know, Roddy Piper starred in it, and
I know that movie with
Face from A-Team, the original.
Dude, right?
They Live?
Was it the Hawaii? No. They were on the road. They were on the road wrestlers. Him and I think one of the Hawaiian guys, right?
One of the Hawaiian guys, Captain Lou Albano.
He was in it.
Roddy Piper.
And there was a female in it too.
Face from the A-Team, the original A-Team. He was the manager.
Yes. And
I was like, that's fun. Like I like to watch that. I wanted to watch a serious movie about wrestling. I don't know like that.
It gets real serious. Yeah, The Wrestler. It gets real serious.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah. But yeah, that was the list right there.
Everybody.